Hi, hey, hello, una, salut, hola, konnichiwa. Sometimes shiz just happens, right? Sometimes the red flags are there and you just cannot ignore them. You have to pay attention to them. But it's always weird when a relationship kind of disintegrates. It always kind of hurts somehow. It kind of shows how connected we all are in spite of how we keep separating on a daily basis. Shiz happens. That's why we have tarot and oracle cards. Let's get to your reading. Welcome back to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local light worker. I'm a tarot reader and an astrologer, and I'm very happy to have you here with me today. Come closer, you guys. I want to give you a really big hug. I hope you're doing well navigating this Leo season that has both Jupiter and Saturn opposing it. If you've been feeling that things have been both slow and yet surprisingly good and stable at the same time, then keep in mind that the Sun is opposite Saturn and opposite Jupiter. So we're getting those kind of days when you feel like the first half of the day is going really well and the second half of the day is filled with obstacles and slowness and lethargy, and you just do not want to put in the effort. But it's okay, it's just a transit, and the beauty of transits is that they are finite. Yeah, they end, they have a deadline, an expiration date. So pretty soon the energy will change and we just have to do our best to just go through it. It's also incredibly sunny outside. It is bright, full summer in the northern hemisphere, in the part of the world, in my little corner of the world where I find myself. And I want to shed a lot of light on topics that are close to your heart. Today I just thought of going back to the classic, paring everything down. You have a choice here today of 4 crystals, and we are going to be exploring what they are feeling about you right now. I feel that the collective just needs a classic pick-me-up and maybe some clarity regarding your crush, your twin flame, your soulmate, the person you've been dating but maybe things didn't work out. Whatever kind of situationship you find yourself in, I can see tremors already happening. I just want to shed some light, some clarity, and to bring you some inspiration, okay guys? So I have here for group 1, this is my Amethyst Crew. Group 2 is my Clear Quartz Crew. Group 3 is my Citrine Crew. And group 4 is my Rose Quartz Crew. Take a moment now to feel the energy of these 4 stones and see which one pulls you in the most. And if you have already made a choice, then congratulations. Making choice is difficult and it requires a lot of maturity, so well done you. Woohoo! I cannot wait to see you at your pile. I'm sending you so much love, guys. Hey group 1, hey my loves, I'm so happy to have you here today. This is for those of you that are drawn to the Amethyst. You are my Amethyst Crew. I'm so happy to have you here. Let's find out Hawaii. Some of you are coming back from a trip to Hawaii. You're planning a trip to Hawaii. You could be in Hawaii watching me from there, in which case, hey, I'm so happy you're here. So let's see, how are they feeling about you right now? So the cards that I pulled for you are the Magician. They're feeling empowered. They're feeling like they can genuinely bring this into being, whatever this is. Let's see. So we have here the Star Gap. This is a new deck. I'm still getting familiar with it, but it says here, can cause love or hate, can make one ignorant and without sense, delivers familiars from other magicians, can move from one place to another. This is a person that's a busybody, somebody that likes to keep it moving. And I think that they also like to keep the energy in your connection constantly fresh and moving. Let's see. Wow, the eternal servitor, the ancient wanderer. And the keywords that we have here are hope, incompleteness, and yearning. I mean, without a doubt, this person yearns for you, but I'm getting the sense that this person is not a very steady horse, so to say, you know, whether they're male or female, gender doesn't really matter in these soulful connections, but there is something here about wanting to keep this person grounded and by your side, but they keep wandering around, potentially because they might be running away from their feelings or running away from intimacy, from that intensity of emotion that being together with someone on a daily basis can produce within them, because maybe they might want to be emotionally cool, which means that they want to keep their head straight on their head. But I have a feeling that they're when they're around you, they tend to lose their head. And I'm hearing their keys as well. What? This is really strange. But yeah, there is something here about this person feels like they can be a real human being, a full, complete individual with separate needs and wants and desires only when they are single. But when they are with you, they tend to get lost. It's like a nebulous fog. Neptune plays a really big role in how they fall in love. They could have Venus in Pisces, or Venus conjunct Neptune, or Neptune at the moment is opposite their sun or conjunct their sun, which would make them either a sun in Virgo or a sun in Pisces. This person hopes for an intimate connection with you, but at the same time, they cannot help wondering. And wondering, spelled with an O, but also an A, you know, it means two different things. You're wondering what could happen, but also wandering, which is roaming around, exploring the environment, right? So there is a feeling here that this person, Sagittarius energy, that this person wants to amass or gather a lot of life experience before they can actually settle into a connection. It's mostly because I think that your person suffers a little bit from FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. There is a feeling here that this person likes to enjoy different things. They like the thrill of being in a new place, meeting new people, exchanging random information. They might like spontaneously occurring humor as well. This person feels like the world is their oyster and they hold, you know, this is their experience in their palm and they want to grow it. There is a page energy with them. So this could be somebody slightly younger than you or of the same age, but they're a little bit not as developed as you are in terms of wanting to settle down and feel grounded. They actually wander a lot. It's like they're a reed in the wind. But I feel that they need somebody stable. And I feel that if you were drawn to the amethyst, you are a person that can naturally generate stability around you. Let's see. New moon. Yeah, so no wonder that they're being drawn to you. But I see that this person feels like they're 444 when I said that. This person feels like there is a window of opportunity opening up in this connection. Like something will happen with the full moon. The full moon that you will be seeing from the time when you stumble upon this video. So there is actually one in the time in which I'm filming this. There is a full moon approaching towards the end of August, a full moon in Aquarius, but it can apply to whenever you stumble upon this video through the wonderful laws of serendipity, right? So we also have here the void. Okay, I'm getting a sense that your person feels turned on by the mystery. I don't know if you appreciate the same kind of emotional sensations that they have when they are faced with the unknown. I have a feeling that for you, being faced with the unknown kind of scares you a little bit. I mean, that's why you're here on a tarot reading. You're both fascinated by it, but you want to kind of get a control over it, right? While your person, I think, just allows it to be. They like the mystery of life. They don't want to sit around and interpret life. It's kind of like they shrug it. It's like, wow, great. Life is weird and spontaneous and mysterious. Cool, okay, let's dive straight in. While you, on the other hand, are like, oh, there's so much chaos. I want to build my home. I want to build my empire. I want to build my own stability. I cannot have somebody just coming in and out of my castle. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. But you're both attracted to what the other one lacks. So I feel that at the moment, your person is feeling like both of your polarities, your complementary behaviors, desires, values, are not actually standing against you two, but they can help bring you two together. It's like magnets attracting each other. One has a negative charge, the other one has a positive charge. That doesn't make them incompatible. On the contrary, it makes them, you know, pull into each other all the more stronger. So it's about filling the space in between. It's about reconciling your diverging viewpoints. Maybe you met this person and you felt a strong attraction, but you felt like, oh God, but we don't have that many things in common, you know? I'm more stable and they are just an explorer. But at the same time, you both got turned on by the other person's qualities. So I see here a classic case of opposites attracting. This is the shadow side of this connection, envious gluttony. Oh, yes. So number 9, completing a karmic cycle. So I feel that this person's exploratory nature can sometimes stem out of a sense of greed. It's like they want to have their cake and eat it too. They cannot settle on one thing only, because that will make them feel as if, well, I chose this thing and that means I'm missing out on all the other things. Exactly what I said at the beginning, FOMO, fear of missing out. This person wants to be open constantly to new experiences because they have an innate understanding that life is incredibly abundant, but they are overly confident regarding the risks that also exist in life. I feel that this person doesn't see themselves as vulnerable, and I feel that life could humble them in a couple of lessons, situations, weird interactions with people, where they're going to find out that they need to be less naive and so super exploratory. They need to make choices that also protect them as well. Envious gluttony, a sense of greed, a sense of wanting a lot, of being constantly on the hunt. You see how this character here has this bone-like alligator skull. It's like constantly being on the hunt, on the chase, wanting that thrill, that adrenaline rush, right? That serotonin boost. This person could be addicted to this cocktail of hormones, not necessarily to substances or anything like this. Although I think that they are, you know, in their experimental mindset, anything is possible, anything goes. So I guess they tried a couple of different things, but this is more about being addicted to the feeling, you know, the feeling of being exploratory and free. They think of you as, it's kind of like they think that you're very sensitive and vulnerable in their eyes, but also it's an interesting thing because they think you're sensitive and vulnerable, and this is why you care so much about stability and protection. You see yourself as somebody that could be potentially at risk or attacked, so you need to settle down someplace and ground yourself, have a family, have a home, have social insurance, you know, because what if something happens? Well, this person doesn't like to think of what if something happens. If things happen, they happen, you know. They're gonna roll with the punches, get up and keep going. While you, on the other hand, recuperate not as quickly. You tend to hold on to any experience that has happened to you. And I have a feeling this person sees you as you can be somebody that's easily traumatized, and that's why they can keep their distance away. So this person is both attracted to the sensitivity that they perceive in you. I'm not saying that you are sensitive, because I don't think you are. I think this is how this person perceives you. And I think this is where the clash is coming in. This person also projects a lot of things onto you. The Magician is also this kind of overly confident servant of the light. So it's kind of a feeling that I have everything I need to build, to create. Where am I going to shoot my arrow? Where am I going to go? Very strong Sagittarius energy with this group. Picking up either you guys that are watching this have Sagittarius in your chart, or your person very strongly. That the Jupiterian faith utmost faith in life, you know, and the luck that comes with that kind of mindset. But as you guys know, manifestation is impossible without actions. You can think whatever you want to think in your mind. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. You need to align your thoughts with your actions and with your emotions. And that's why perfect alignment, instant manifestation. But you need those 3 components, and especially you need action, because we need to act on the matter that we are surrounded by in this 3D reality. It's not just our thought waves, okay, our beliefs. So there is a very strong feeling here that this person has kept you locked somewhere inside of themselves and put you there for a rainy day. But keep in mind that they don't have a very clear vision of you. Neptune plays a very big role in this connection and in the development of this connection. No wonder you were drawn to the amethyst, because it is the stone ruled by Neptune, and it is the stone of Pisces. And it is a lot about spiritual wisdom, a spiritual wisdom that comes by going through a lot of difficult experiences in life and finding a way to cope, finding a way to get back on your feet and have faith, yeah? Ultimately, life tests you and challenges you and puts you in the connections such as the one that I see you're having here with your person, in order to help you, bring you closer to spirit, spiritual energy, God, whatever you want to call it. But it is this flow, this energy that connects us all and connects us to the cosmos. And I feel that this is why you might be challenged in your connection. It's not because spirit is mocking you or you are taught a deep lesson just because you are immature and inexperienced. No, no, no. This is about you opening up to spiritual energy more and more, and not just believing what is in front of you, and not just being drawn to the physicality of relationships. There is hope, I will say, with this card, the star gap. There is hope, okay? I feel like the energy is shifting in your connection. And even though this might have been a connection where you love this person, or you love to hate this person, or now you hate this person even if initially you loved them, I feel that the energy is being shifted, it's changed as this person is traveling and exploring, and as they're coming in contact with the shadow aspects of their exploratory nature. You're also opening up more to forgiveness, to being very kind in this connection. And eventually, you guys, you know, the first card was the Magician. You're going to bring something else into being in the situation. Now keep in mind that alignment, right? Thoughts, emotions, and actions, and then manifestation. That's what I had for you, group 1. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for listening. Give this video a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down as well. Express yourself. Who am I to judge you, okay? Subscribe, leave a comment down below. I love you so much, and I hope to see you in my next one. Ciao! Hey group 2, hello my loves, welcome to my channel. I'm super happy to see you coming back, or freshly new if you're new to this. So this is my clear quartz crew. Thank you for being here. Let's find out, what is your person feeling about you right now? So the Ace of Pentacles. They finally see your worth. They finally see your value. I think it's been an uphill struggle, hasn't it, right? For some of you, at least. Ooh, Lucifer, death. We have here, provides liberation and illumination, incites jealousy and envy. So I'm hearing love will tear us apart again. I think this is a connection between 2 highly passionate individuals, and you guys, you had a fallout due to assumptions regarding each other's fidelity. Maybe somebody looked into someone's phone, maybe somebody checked somebody's browser history, they read a text message and they read too much into that text message. Lucifer talks about, you know, he was the brightest angel before he fell from grace. So this is about having a very strong attachment to one another's physical exterior. You might think that your person is, wow, so good looking, so yummy, you know. They might think the same about you, like you're, I don't know, angelic, gorgeous, stunning. And I feel that this was the initial point of attraction, feelings developed, and then something had to be purged. This maybe obsession with looks, or maybe what looks can do in a connection, that, you know, you're feeling unsafe because your partner is so good looking that you might be afraid that you might share them with other people. But there is a difference between a person just looking good and actually being very faithful and committed on the inside, and a person that looks good and actually uses that to gain erotic capital, to make them feel themselves good by just having random flings with a lot of different people, right? So there are a variety of people that look good out there with different mechanisms and different way of wearing their beauty, wearing their power, because beauty is power. And I see here that, yeah, these arguments or the misunderstanding that happened paradoxically is bringing you to a point of deep awakening. You're healing something, something is changing, a pattern is shifting and breaking up psychologically, either within yourself or within your person. I see it most strongly within your person. You see, this is Cupid, right? Lying on a pile of skulls. I mean, it's a very strong imagery, but it portends both dread and horror with a tinge of, you know, I fell in love with you in a hopeless place. I'm hearing the Rihanna song, right? We fell in love in a hopeless place. La 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 la. And we have here as well Sacriel, angel of memory. Yes, 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 yes. I think that this person cannot get you off their mind. Whatever happened, whatever shindig went down between the two of you, they cannot get you off their mind, you know. And I think with all the strings, this kind of makes me think of internet cables. My dad works in IT, and I've seen photos of, you know, plugging in cables and plugging them back into the mainframe. So it kind of makes me think of that. It's a lot about, you know, maintaining connection. I think that you guys did not get like clear closure in this situation. That's kind of the message that is impatiently wanting to come through. Ooh, okay. There is a feeling here that, yes, this person is did not quickly separate from you, or did not tell you that's it, it's over, c'est fini. It's more like one of you wants some sort of closure and the other one is kind of letting things hang, because there are feelings here and these feelings are stable and you guys are reminiscing. I would even go so far as to say that sexually this person still fantasizes very strongly about you. I mean, yeah. And with the Death card here, you know, it's Scorpio energy, so it's like that whole once you've been touched by a Scorpio, you cannot go back. You know, it's kind of like they have a sense of like magnetic aura that kind of tends to influence your own long time after the connection finished. Yeah, so be very mindful, guys, about getting into connections with a Scorpio dominant person, Pluto dominant person, or somebody that has like a stellium in Scorpio. And I even include myself in that because I'm Pluto dominant. I have Pluto in the first house. Be mindful. Okay, stay away. No, I'm just joking, guys, of course. We have here the Keeper of Whispers, the Mad Prophet. The keywords are curiosity, madness, forbidden knowledge. This person takes everything to the extreme. It's like mentally this person is like an Aquarius, emotionally they are like a Scorpio, and both of these signs are extreme, both in their own way, okay? One is more towards the realm of communication, higher mind, values, fighting for what they believe in. The other one is about stealth and manipulation and having power over other people's, not just bodies and sexuality, but souls, right? I do think that this person, I'm going to say it because I see it, for some of you, this person struggles with a hidden mental health issue. It might not even have been diagnosed. For others of you, it has been diagnosed and they don't want to tell you. They don't want to make themselves vulnerable in that way. There is a feeling here with the Mad Prophet. This is the final card in the Mausolea deck, and it talks about a realm of hidden desires that have never been expressed. It talks about isolation, seclusion, a person that talks to themselves most of the time, right? There is a feeling that this person can be so blocked in their own mind and in their own desires sometimes that they lose the capacity to empathize with other people and to react on the spot to your needs or your desires. So they need this distance, this separation. And to be honest, I do think that this distance and this separation is also protecting you. Because I feel when this person is low, they can get really low, and they could even have these kind of paranoid delusional attacks. There is a boundary at the moment between the two of you with this scythe, yeah? And at the same time, there is the connection still remaining. That's why the situation is so frustrating, and I completely can understand you, my clear quartz crew. No wonder you chose the clear quartz, because it is about clarity. Let's see the other two cards we have here. Yeah, Blue Moon, the unexpected. In the moment when I picked up clear quartz, I wanted to say Uranus energy, and now I'm kind of kicking myself for not saying it, because look, the second card is the unexpected, Uranus energy. Uranus is about in and out, crazy things, spontaneous things happening out of the blue, a person jumping up behind you, you know. In the worst kind of cases, this is the energy of assault. In the best kind of cases, this is the energy of sudden illumination. Boom, you know, you see, you understand, you see the pattern super clearly. You're able to break through it. You're able to say something that completely changes the situation for your benefit. So Uranus is a really difficult energy to handle, much like Pluto. And I see that both of these gods and these planets are playing a heavy role in your connection. Yeah, I feel really warm during your reading. But there is a new beginning here, a very promising new beginning, an offer, something that will bring stability in your connection. But all these other issues need to be brought up to the surface and discussed. The potential mental health problem, the incredible desire, the strings that still connect you, and the good memories that you created with each other, and then allowing space for something to just randomly happen between the two of you. Because look, the final card, calling the storm. Wow. There's gonna be a passionate make-out session between the two of you, out of the blue, completely randomly. Such passionate energy, my God. Yeah, it's like you don't see each other for a year or two, and then you see each other and it's like you smash each other up against the wall, you know, things like that. And you kiss and you like tear your clothes off. You know, you had lunacy or madness next to the unexpected, next to the storm. If this is not Uranus on steroids, then I don't know what. This is the energy of like utmost transformation. I think this is also ushering in a little bit the energy of Pluto and Aquarius. I mean, like, what is happening in this reading today? It's kind of like seeing a bit further down the line, 2 or 3 years from now, yeah? So it's kind of hard for me to synthesize what's going to happen in this connection between the two of you. But then again, you're not here for what's going to happen. It's not the outcome that I'm reading for you today. It's this person's feeling for you right now. And I feel that their heart is opening up more to you because they've been so much in their mental mindscape that it's been driving them a little bit loco. Yeah. So this is a lot about, at the moment, this connection. If it was very mental, if it was very physically passionate or lustful, it's moving towards finally the place where it should have begun from, the heart, the emotions, that you know, you care, you know, you're caring for my well-being. It's not just, oh, I want to rip your clothes off, you know, and oh, I'm fantasizing about you. It's a lot about What about, you know, the more stable aspects of love? The let's get a cup of coffee together, you know, let's get to know each other. What do you like? What do I like? You know, do we fit? Are we generally compatible once the fantasy bubble is broken? What lies beyond that? What can we build on? What is stable? This is what's coming in this connection, as far as I can see it at the moment. But all of these really intense, wow, I'm really salivating. I can tell this person wants you so badly, it hurts. I'm hearing nothing tears us apart. Oh, yeah, listen to that song. The In Excess version is super beautiful. So, never tear us apart. And there is a feeling here, yeah, of life and death, like extremes. And these extremes need to be purged. I feel like it's some sort of past life legacy or remnant that you guys are bringing into you, dragged it with you. You have to hash it out. You have to, like, it's kind of like you are here and this person is here, and there's all this karmic debris swirling in your energies, right? And it's clouding your judgment, and it's really turning you on. It's making your root chakras really light up to the point of extreme. But it's kind of like you guys need to purge that. You need to cleanse it. It's like you cleansing a window pane, and you're seeing the other person on the other side, and then you're taking the window pane away, and you're seeing each other for who you really are. And then gradually the energy that was kind of swirling desperately in the root chakra, it was blocked there. It was all about survival and lust and, you know, carnality. It's kind of like moving upwards to the sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart chakra. Finally, this is what I see. That's the kind of energy I'm reading here for you, group 2. So, wow. Good luck. That's what I'm gonna say. Good luck. You know, if you're in this connection, it's because you can handle it, okay? So, yeah. And I think for some of you, you generally desire intensity, or you desire to master intensity. It's part of your process of empowerment in this lifetime. So thank you so much for listening. That's what I had for you, my Clear Quartz group. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Don't let me tell you what to do. Express yourself, subscribe to my family, leave a comment down below, and I hope to see you in my next one, Munchkins. Mwah! Bye! Hey group 3, hello my loves, welcome to your reading. This is a reading on the topic of what is your person thinking about you right now. We have here the Citrine, for those of you that were drawn to it, my Citrine Crew. So let's see what cards you were dealt. We have here the Beaver Moon, creation, sitting and wondering what would be the most creative path to your heart. This is what your person is feeling at the moment. Is this me? Oh, prepare for a makeover. I think you're going to be surprised how this person will be coming back at you. And yes, this is a comeback. This is a fierce comeback. So get ready, okay? This person will be coming at you with a makeover. And I also feel that this, on a deeper spiritual level, this is about becoming more authentic and being more true to who they really are. If in the past they were wearing a mask, I feel that this is done. It's done for, and it's been replaced with a crown. As you can see in this card. I'm just joking, of course, but there is a transformation that happened from the moment when you said goodbye to this person, or you left things hanging in the air, or they left them, till the moment when you guys will see each other again. It will feel almost as if a cycle has completed and it has ended. I feel like you guys, okay, two things. You could be thinking of an architect, a planner, an engineer, somebody that uses these kind of tracing papers, also an artist potentially. And also I think that this is an individual that might have blocked you, ghosted you, separated from you, pushed you away, because they felt this transformation coming over them and they needed the time alone to change their appearance, to bring out their real self, in some cases to come out as well sexually. This can be for some of you that were drawn towards a same-sex partner that was in the closet. They still maintain that they are heterosexual, but actually they were either a lesbian or a homosexual, and or whatever, you know. I think that these tags are a bit old-fashioned, right? Or trans as well. And now they needed this time to finish their transformation, their transition, and now they're coming out. And I feel that whatever is happening is making a wish come true, because with the beaver moon here, I'm very drawn to think of, you know, it's like whatever it is that you've expected in this connection, it's happening. Wishing upon a star and then seeing the result of your wish, which is like a fantastic act of creation. Yeah. So we have here as well, oh my goodness, this person loves you. This person has been through it for you. We have here Tiferet, right? The heart. This is one of the most noble emanations of the tree of life. So we have heart, beauty. This person is also coming back with like not only a fierce makeover, but also blowing your mind with how good looking they are. I feel that for some of you, this has been, maybe you got really upset on this person's habits. They could have had some toxic habits. Maybe they were drinking, consuming drugs, smoking, you know, like a chimney. And you were like, no, I'm not gonna watch you self-destruct, you know. And this person is, I think, when you drew that boundary, or when they perceived that that was your firm no, is changing at the moment. They're morphing, you know, they're really doing their best. They might have started a 12-step program, spoken to a counselor, gone on some sort of like transitional medication to help them cope with the decision of maybe dropping an addiction. They're working on themselves. They're genuinely working on themselves. So if you've been feeling these vibes, if they've been saying that they're trying to change, I would be very inclined to believe them. I see it very clearly now. This is a transformation that happens from the heart center. Yeah, so this is something very noble. This is something that it's like, you either gave them a wake-up call, or they needed to meet you because that was the final drop in their self-destructive story. And now it's like, okay, it's time. It's time. This is it. This is the catalyst. This is the cherry on top of the cake, right? I need to make this change in my life. Yeah. And I think that this change in this person's life with Is This Me? This talks about Pluto and authenticity, shedding down you know, an old skin, shedding down an old layer, peeling off what no longer serves them, what made them feel like they couldn't move, like they couldn't be themselves. This person could also be in the process of losing weight. If they really struggled with extra weight, if it was making them feel low and heavy, it's like right now they're trying to just get more active, like start to use their energy in a more dynamic way. It's interesting. Okay, let's see. 3 of Wands, Voile. Okay, this is a new deck, guys, so bear with me. Procures the love of a woman. Ooh. Tells of things past, present, and future. Builds love between friends and enemies. So this deck is kind of filled with all sorts of demonic presences, but Voile seems to be a nice fellow. So it's kind of like bridging a situation, finding some sort of thing that we can agree on, where in the past there were discords and maybe criticisms and judgment thrown around, right? 3 of Wands is a lot about wanting to open up to the world, exploring, saying yes to a new adventure, gathering the energy from the Ace of Wands, and then trying to come up with a plan, but yet feeling relatively restrictive to 2 of Wands. And now the 3 of Wands is, I got the fire, I got the plan. Let's start off. Let's trek this. So I also see here, Voile is also written as Val here, but it could be read as wall. So it's like tearing down the wall, right? Like in that Pink Floyd song from the 80s, right? Beautiful. Then we have the 6 of Pentacles. feeling generous, feeling like they are genuinely creating something that they can give to you. They are they are coming in touch with themselves, with those parts of themselves that they might have blocked or felt ashamed to acknowledge. You know, it's not easy for people to genuinely think that they're kind or good or to stand in their power. There are some people that are incredibly beautiful, and beauty is power, or they're incredibly financially savvy, and you know, money is also power. There are many different kinds of power out there, but some people feel ashamed of the fact that they are good at something, or they have naturally a talent or a skill that other people don't. And I feel this person is learning to overcome shame and guilt related to their own empowerment, and you're going to be the prime benefactor of this transformation. I do think that this is also a financial thing. I think this person might have, I'm getting a sense, a self-made person, but once they had money, it's like, what do I do with all this money in the absence of having a loved one or a family or a child to spend it on, you know? So they might have used money to get them to escape their power. And now I feel that they're finally understanding. It's like, no, I need to use this money to get myself better, to get myself on track, and to stop running away from my own power. And I feel that they want to share this wealth with you. And this is like, please don't understand wealth in the most simplistic form. It's like you see this armadillo putting its hand in the bag and like throwing coins away. This is more about like, this person wants to open up to friendship. They want to open up to listening to other people that want to help them. They want to open up to love. They want to open up to, you know, be brave enough to be themselves, and then present themselves like this in the world. And being brave enough to stand in that, it's like, what's gonna happen? People might attack me, people might compliment me, but I'm gonna be brave enough, and I'm gonna do me, you know? Which is, guys, I can tell you from my own experience, oof, it's an act of courage. Double courage with a capital C. I'm curious right now why the previous piles had 6 cards, but yours has only, yeah, weird. Yours has only 5 cards. Have I forgotten something? Oh, this person feels like, oh my goodness. Okay, this person feels like you're forgetting them. They have a sense of impatience. I can feel it in my sacral chakra. It's like, don't go away, okay? I'm transforming, don't go away. I'm doing this for us. I'm doing this for you, for me, for everyone, okay? So yeah, this person feels like they don't want to lose you. They don't want to miss out on this experience of having a connection with you, of taking it further, because they do have a connection with you already if you're here. I'm not going to look for the other card. I'm going to leave this here. Expect something really beautiful to come out of this connection. I feel like everything is set into motion at the moment for you guys to have a really beautiful connection. None of these cards is giving me any negative vibes, and it's all about coming barefaced or naked, you know, vulnerable, metaphorically speaking, in front of you. The heart is opening up. Authenticity, 1111 when I looked at the recording time. Creation. I feel like you also struggle to be yourself. And part of your process of accepting yourself, of being yourself, of working on yourself, has really inspired this person to do the same. They saw in you that it's possible. You really spiritually led this person into their own transformation. That's why I think it was so necessary for you guys to come together when you came together, and potentially that's why you had to be separate, because there just needed to be this time where the other person takes their transformation into their own hands after they met the catalyst, you. So that's what I had for you, group 3. It was shorter and sweeter than the other ones. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed this reading, give my video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Feel free to express yourself, subscribe as well, include yourself in my growing family, and also leave a comment down below. Let me know your story. I love to read your comments and if this resonated at all. So I hope to see you in my next one. Hey group 4, hey my loves, welcome to your reading on your person's feelings for you right now. This is for those of you that were drawn to the rose quartz crystal, my rose quartz crew. Let's see the cards that you were dealt, but I do want to say a couple of things before I get into your reading. You know, I was kind of like, I had my hair pinned up, and by the time I reached to your reading, it's like it all fell down. And I'm kind of feeling like you guys spent a lot of time wishing and yearning for this connection to manifest, and you feel like you're like already a little bit exhausted. That's the first intuitive insight I got. So by the time I got there, it all kind of melted away. My intense feelings kind of like smudged into a mass of unknowables. So you might still hold a candle for the person on your mind, but you might not know exactly what you're feeling. I feel you came here to this group with a final hope on love because you were drawn towards the rose quartz crystal. It's a very Venusian crystal, Libra, Taurus energies, you know, loving energies, but at the same time, a little bit confused as to what you're feeling in this connection. I also, when I was shuffling the cards for you, I had a lot of like double cards pop up. So there is a feeling that either union is close by or you're already with this person coupled up in spirit, but not really in your physical environment. There is like a sense of a very unbreakable bond. That's kind of what I'm hearing. So wow, already really beautiful insights. Let's see the cards that you have. I'm super curious right now. So we have Six of Wands, Murmur. Oh wow, okay, this is a new deck, guys, so bear with me a second. Teaches philosophy perfectly, brings souls back from the dead to answer questions. Wow, talk about a resurrection. This is going to be the resurrection of a lifetime. So it's right when you are this close to throwing in the towel, something is going to pop up. A message, an insight. You're going to bump into this person on the street. This person is going to call you. Something is going to come back to life. 222, yeah, union, cooperation, collaboration, coming together. Something is going to happen exactly when you're feeling like, what's the point? I'm giving up on this. I'm cutting cords. I'm separating myself from this person. But Spirit has the last word. It wanted to keep you in this phase of almost like renunciation, okay? I also am blinded by the fact that the sun is so powerful in your reading today, right? So something really beautiful, more light is coming into this connection. We have here as well King of Swords. We have Eligos. Oh, beautiful. So it says here, reveals knowledge of forthcoming battles and procures the favor of lords and kings. So you're well equipped to handle whatever change is coming into this connection. You might be feeling a little bit at the end of your rope, energetically speaking. You've been holding a candle for this person for so long that you don't even know what you're feeling. It's like, what am I feeling? Is it love? What is love? Am I alive? You know, like these kind of weird existential questions could pop up into your mind. We have here as well Nine of Wands. Yeah. Yes, holding down the fort. You're being constantly pummeled by the weapons of the enemies, and you're the last one standing, holding a barricade against a group of marauders, and you're like, why am I still holding? Everybody's left the castle. Why am I still the only one defending this piece of old junk, you know? It's kind of like you're this close to being done. You're this close to being done. You could be in a connection with somebody that is a Gemini or Libra. I see here with the King of Swords. Although King of Swords sometimes speaks more of Aquarius, but I feel in this case Aquarius is the energy, the overall energy, potentially your energy. So you could be an Aquarius in a connection with a Gemini, a Libra dominant person. There's gonna be victory. I'm telling you now, you might not believe me. You might be thinking, oh, come on, you know, right now when I'm this close to giving up on this person, yes. You know, Spirit has a sense of humor. It's not by our ego, 444, but it is by divine workings, right? We do have free will. We can choose always whether we want to vibe high or vibe low in a specific situation. But at the same time, we are at the mercy of astrological transits and energies. So there is free will, but it's limited, and there is divine energy that tends to be omnipotent, but at the same time it can always be curved by the decisions that we make. So it's a constant interplay between the two, what is already prescribed and what we can actually change on our small level, on our small 3D based, you know, pragmatic level. So we have here, you also got 2 Mausolea and Angelarium cards. So we have here Hades, Lord of Riches, and the keywords are equanimity, wisdom, and inevitability. It's inevitable that you're going to be in this connection with this person, with the Lord of the Underworld. I'm hearing Kingpin. I don't know why. I recently rewatched a movie called Brick with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and yeah, there's a really infamous scene there of stoicism. Like, he allows somebody to kind of like beat him up and pass with a car over him just to determine how stoic he is in the front of what it is that he wants, and he wants to see the Kingpin in that movie. So weird reference aside, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, by the way, is an Aquarius sun himself as an actor, but there is a feeling here of it's inevitable that you'll be with this person. It's not on your human time, it's going to be on divine timing, but there is a feeling here that the trials and tribulations, the long waiting, were necessary to produce wisdom in your heart. So when you have this connection, you can genuinely appreciate it, and you will know for sure that this is your person. There will be no doubt in your heart. You won't second guess yourself, as other people in many long-term connections might second guess themselves. It's like, you'll be like, oh, finally, oh my God. So, you know, sometimes these separations, these obstacles are just the way that in which the divine is kind of making things entertaining. It's kind of teasing us a little bit with what it wants to give us. A preview of upcoming pleasures. So we have here Thanatos as well. This is the Warden of Dis. And we have here completion, support, and expediency. Finally, fast movement in this connection. I'm super happy to be giving you these good news. So yeah, my loves, it's happening, it's coming, it's here. You've been through a lot, you've struggled a lot, victory is nigh. You have 2 super strong energies, both Hades and Thanatos, right? It's like they're quite dark as well, so you could be in a connection with a Capricorn, with a Scorpio. There's a feeling here maybe Pisces as well, but like a Pisces with a lot of Capricorn in their chart or something of that kind. This could be also an elderly person, so you might be pining for a boss or a teacher, a counselor, maybe your therapist. This is somebody with a lot of power, with a lot of clout, you know. I also can see here, wow, today for tomorrow. It's the first time this card appears in a reading. So it's today for tomorrow, number 32. I love this. This talks about, you know how sometimes you pack your lunch the night before, and in the morning you're having a really hectic day, you just open the fridge door, you take your packed lunch, and you just go like, oh, thank you past me for taking such good care of present me. I don't know if you guys do that, but I do that quite a lot. Maybe because I had to be self-reliant for such a long time, but I love it when my past self is clever enough to plan ahead for my future self, and my present self is the one that benefits from this, right? So be your own best friend in the meanwhile. You really need to make great friends with yourself. And I think this is what this experience is teaching you. If it has been a difficult love connection, it's teaching you how to hold your own hand before he can hold yours or she can hold yours. If you're in a same-sex connection, there is potential here that I'm actually reading for a same-sex partnership. We see 2 women holding hand. It's kind of like, I've got your back, you know? You can count on me. That's another movie reference. Okay, so we have here Hunter Moon, abundance. Ooh, yes. So what I felt at the beginning, Venusian energy. You could be in love with a Taurus, or a Taurian is in love with you. I felt this at the beginning. I did mention with the rose quartz, Venusian energy. So this could be either, you know, a Libra in a connection with an Aquarius in a connection with a Gemini with a Libra, or I'm getting very strongly here a Taurus with a connection with somebody either in Capricorn or Scorpio energies. Yeah, these are the astrological dominants that I see here. I also have here, wow, anger and chains. Ooh. What am I getting with this card? Hurt ego, bruised ego. I feel this has been the boon of your situation. That's why you had to put up a fort, because this person's ego was highly unconscious. They were doing things that they weren't aware of. They didn't have to question themselves. And you draw boundaries and you had to stick to them, and you draw another boundary and you had to stick to it, so that this person will not disrespect you. This connection really struggled because this person might have lusted for you. They might have came onto you very fast, very quickly. It's like, oh, I like what I see, I want to have it now. And then it was a feeling of, we need to have a baseline on which we can build. You stood in your self-worth. Congratulations, and you're going to get your reward. Okay, we do have here Six of Wands, victory, even if it's a small victory, right? It's not a chariot, but a victory in itself. Celebrate the small wins, but it is coming. This is very strongly, like I'm seeing here, Hades and Persephone, or Persephone, sorry, Cora Persephone. It could be a connection, you know, that is age different. One of you is older than the other one, and that's why maybe you had to figure out how to navigate a connection with a person whose ego hasn't been challenged, because maybe they're like top dog in their situation, or, you know, top person in their situation. But yeah, the anger had to be purged. First the anger, and I feel that it's the self-destructive anger that had to be purged. Yeah. Okay, I'm really happy to be giving you this good news. I'm gonna wrap up this reading energetically here. God bless. I hope you have this victory. Let me know down in the comment. Give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Express yourself, why not? Subscribe as well and be part of my family. I'm really happy that you're here, and also click the bell to receive notifications whenever I'm posting. I'm a little bit random with posting videos because it's summer and it's incredibly hot. And you guys know, summer is about recharging your light and exploring and doing things out into the world. It's a better time in autumn and in winter for divination. But I'm doing my best, and I want to keep providing you with inspiration and light because I know how much you guys love this. So I'm still here for you, even though a little bit sporadically. But I love you very much, nonetheless. I hope to see you in my next one. Ciao, guys.